So last up we have fire signs. So if you're a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries, sun or rising sign, then this is the reading for you for the month ahead until the next new moon. And hopefully this just really brings you some guidance and some support and some things to think about and focus on for the month ahead. Now, the first energy that was coming through really strongly here to share was like, you can be so proud of yourself right now. Like, you know, maybe there's something that's just happened and there's a lot of success that's just come through that you can be really proud of. Or it's just reflecting on everything you have already achieved in your life and accomplished in your life that you should be really proud of. It feels like this energy of success, of pride, and of accomplishment is something you're really being asked to cultivate right now. And so, you know, that might be really easy for you because it's really obvious that you've just had a load of success and some wins and some things to celebrate. But for others, it might be sitting down with your journal and thinking about everything you have got through, everything that you've already created and accomplished in your life, which there is always so much to celebrate, and really thinking about that and feeling that pride and that celebration for yourself. Like, it feels really important for you to kind of start this next month or this next year even and have this energy as a starting point. And it feels like there is a lot to be so proud of, and it feels like there is so much to celebrate, and you're just really being asked to do that right now, essentially. So let yourself be really proud of yourself. And also the other thing that was coming through to share here was like, know that everything that you have accomplished right now, you have fully deserved it, and you deserve everything that you are also yet to have. And it's just this deserving word also feels really powerful and important for you to cultivate as well right now. So that was the starting block for this month. The second thing that was coming through is really interesting, but as much as I can feel all of this huge energy behind you that you should be really proud of, it's like there's also all of this huge energy that you're also being asked to be really excited for. Like, there's still so much ahead of you and so much potential. Almost like the way I would describe it is I can feel like right now you're at like the starting gate still with what's in front of you, but yet you're not, because there's so much behind you. It's like, it's really hard to explain what I'm feeling, but it's just like there's so much ahead of you that you can be also very excited for. It's almost like right now is still so small in compared to what you could have and what is in front of you and your potential. That's what I'm kind of getting at here. And so you're being asked to be really excited about that while also holding this energy of pride and accomplishment for everything so far into this point. And with that though, when it comes to everything in front of you, you're being asked to have this excited energy, but also have this energy of like ease and grace and flow and like effortlessness around what it is that you are working towards and what this potential is in front of you. Like, it doesn't have to be hard work. It doesn't have to be something that you have to try really hard for and push and fight. And this is definitely a theme right now collectively of not doing that, of not pushing, of not fighting, of not just forcing, but actually letting things happen with so much more flow and so much more ease and so much more grace. Like, really having that lighter energy around what it is that you're working towards. This also feels really important. And so, you know, when you think about all of the potential in front of you, don't think of all the hard work that it needs and everything you're going to have to do. It's like, look at all of that potential and know that you're fully supported to have that, to achieve that, and that it doesn't have to be hard work. Like, you get to have more ease and lightness around it. And like, one of the messages that was coming through here as well was like, remember that you are supported to succeed and to have that. And actually I'm going to share, so an analogy just came through, was it the air element one, maybe just like 2 readings back. And I'm going to share the same analogy here, but you want to remember that with your, whatever it is that you're working towards, right? Whatever it is that you're building or creating or wanting to call in and achieve, it wants you to. Like, you are supported to have that. You have those dreams and those goals for a reason. And the analogy was that came through was like, let's say you're trying to, what's the word? Pursue a relationship with someone and they don't want you, right? Which also not advised, but imagine that energy, right? It's a lot of forcing, it's a lot of like pushing energy, like it's not a good energy. It doesn't feel good for you and it wouldn't feel good for them. Now imagine that you are pursuing a relationship where that person wants you too. Like, it's a mutual thing. Like, they want you just as much as you want them. Imagine how much nicer that feels for you when you're going after something that also wants you. Like, it's such a different energy. And that's what you're being asked to think about and hold that energy when it comes to your goals and your dreams, whether that's business goals, money goals, career goals, whatever it might be. Like, you want that same energy there, like, because what you want, like I said, it wants you too. So kind of treat it like a relationship in that sense. Treat it in that way of, it's mutual and you don't have to push, you don't have to force. It's like having so much more ease with it and what you're working towards. And I just feel like this is a really good analogy, and I've thought about it a lot since the video a few back, because I'm like, oh my god, it's just a really great way of thinking about business or goals or dreams of in that really mutual way. I don't know if anyone else will like that analogy, but I really like that analogy. So yeah, that feels very important for you to really cultivate that energy with what it is that you're working on. The other thing that came through was that you don't have to hold it all. And the card that actually came through with that was this kind of, I mean, if you're listening on the podcast, it's a woman holding a lot, and it's kind of like very overwhelming and overbearing. And it's just this reminder that you don't have to do it all. And also some things you can let go of. Some things, it might just be for now, just let go of them for now. It might be more of a permanent thing, like it's no longer serving you. But it's like, it feels like for a lot of people, there's going to be some things that you can let go of that's kind of taking up a lot of your energy, a lot of your thoughts, a lot of your output, and it's not really giving you much back in return. And so have a think now about everything that you are kind of doing, and is everything essential? Is everything essential? I can really feel this collective right now of, we always want to be checking in with if everything we're doing is serving us, like, does it have a purpose? And just almost stripping back to only doing the things that are really working for us and are serving a strong purpose. Obviously there's things that we have to do to survive, to live, to look after other people, but there's also things that a lot of us are doing that isn't really serving us. And this is a great time to kind of strip everything back and check in with everything you're doing, and only doing the things that really do serve a purpose and that's supporting you. And so it feels like there's definitely things that can be let go of here for a lot of fire signs. So that's something else to think about there as well. The other thing that I was really picking up on was like this, I want to say like beginner type energy, which might sound a bit weird, but it's like, when you're a beginner at something and there's that excitement and there's that like innocence, that kind of energy with things, it feels like you're also being really asked to embody this a bit right now with everything that is in your energy field, everything that you could create, all of this potential in front of you. It feels like you're being asked to really embody that energy of being a beginner again, when you're just excited for things and you have no expectations and it's just kind of like, let's see what happens. Like, that's what you're being asked to, again, really cultivate here in your life and with everything that you are working on. It's that real beginner, like, innocence, excited, open, no expectations kind of energy. And so that's another thing that I was really picking up on here. So to summarize, be really proud right now of everything that you've done, everything you've accomplished. Like, sit down and really write a list and get really excited about everything that you've done. Like, get really proud and really feel that success within you. This feels really important. Also know how much is in front of you, how light it can feel, how easeful it can feel. It doesn't mean that it's not work ahead, but it can feel easeful work, and it doesn't have to be trying so hard, right? You can really have that energy of allowing things to work for you as well. It's a mutual thing, and creating that kind of beginner energy with it. And then what can you let go of right now that is maybe not serving you, doesn't really serve a purpose? It's just maybe something that you've been doing, it's a habit, or it's something that's just no longer serving you, but maybe it once did. So this feels like the summary for you for January for fire signs. So yeah, let me know how this feels for you in the comments, and I'm sending you lots of love.